found myself sat there, right? I know there's people already waiting to chat to me in the lobby, so to speak, on StreamYard, and I can't wait to chat to them. But I was sat there, like, prepping this live video, finding myself thinking, right, how much I love Kevin De Bruyne. I'm not even kidding. I'm that basic right now. I'm that guy who's just sat there thinking about, with a bottle of rum in his hand, how much he loves. That'll do, right? Something like that there. How much fucking football does these stupid things to you? I was sat there live on the internet just pouring a very strong rum and coke because Kevin De Bruyne is a special footballer and Kevin De Bruyne does special things. And it's pretty flat, unfortunately. But Kevin De Bruyne isn't flat, you know. He is the guy that gets things done. And I can't believe that we get to witness him. Like, look, I'm 36 years old, right? So I've seen Man City when we were really shit. I've seen Man City be absolutely awful. Awful is the best word for it, right? And I wouldn't change it for the world. I really wouldn't change it for the world. I love where this club have come from. I love how it affects me, who I am as a person, right? I love it. Cheers, by the way. And I wouldn't change it. But we've gone from, right? We've gone from, and I mean this with the greatest respect, the Whitley brothers, you know, Bob Taylor, Terry Cook on loan from Man United. We've gone from that, right, to Kevin De Bruyne. I know, of course, we got the money and all that kind of shit and they made it happen. But for me as a football fan, and do you know what? Some of those players did actually good things for us. Not Bob Taylor, but some of them did, right? For me as a football fan right now, I love it. I absolutely love it. And sometimes I find there thinking, we got it good, man. And I know not every single City fan can relate to all that. But, you know, I know one thing you can relate to as a City fan is just how fucking good Kevin De Bruyne is, man. Just how good people like Phil Foden are and all that kind of stuff, and just how good we got it right now, because this City side are mesmeric. This City side just beat Wolves 5-1 away from home, and Kevin De Bruyne dropped a genuine masterclass. Kevin De Bruyne just dropped a performance that was absolutely iconic, and I can't believe just how good he is, man. It's just stupid. It's ridiculous, it's tasty, it's beautiful, it's wonderful. It's Kevin De Bruyne. Anyway, City have just won 5-1. I've calmed down a little bit now. This is the Fan View Live, where you guys, if you want to have a chat to me, I keep it basically open to members and patrons. So if you're a member, YouTube member, click that link in the pinned comment. If you're a Patreon, you can click that link in the pinned comment as well. And the reason why I do that is just for a little bit of quality control. People are very salty. I know what it's like. Otherwise, you get absolutely everyone jumping in. And I'll go on forever as well, by the way, so it'd be too long. So it's my way of chatting to those guys who support the channel a little bit. So if you want to support the channel a little bit, patreon.com/Esteemed Kompany, or of course you can become a member and all that kind of shit and jump on and have a chat with me as well. It's just lovely to chat to you guys. So click the link click the pinned comment and you can get over there, and the links to join over on StreamYard are there. You don't have to join with a camera, by the way, if you don't want to. We can just do a voice chat and all that kind of stuff. But it's good fun, man. It's good fun to chat to you guys, especially because you're probably as giddy as I am right now. I'm going to go to the first person who's joined. Michael Grasso has been waiting patiently as I was setting up. He watched me just pour rum and all that kind of shit, and just kind of get everything ready, type away on social. I'm going to add him to the stream, and Michael add you, but then it'll take me a couple of seconds to get it on screen. Michael, 1 second, mate. You will be on in 3, 2, 1. I'm on the wrong screen there. Hang on. I pressed the wrong screen. Give me a second, mate. Give me a second. And where are you? There you go. You should be in right now. Michael, hello. How you doing, man?
Hi, Steven.
You good?
Good. Yeah, always good to chat with you.
Always.
How are you
It's a
doing?
pleasure. Whereabouts are you from again? Sorry.
Canada.
Whereabouts in Canada? Beautiful Canada.
Ontario, Toronto.
Oh, say, can you see? Da, 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 da. Oh, is that Canada?
That's
No.
that's
Oh,
the
shit, I
US.
went to the US. I'm so sorry. Oh, Canada, the greatest. That's the one. Fuck, I'm so sorry.
The rum getting to already?
No, the wife would kill me. She lived in Vancouver for a year, so Nicola would kill me for that, man. She absolutely would. But either way, Michael, how are you feeling after that wonderful performance today, man?
Honestly, you go like we did this week in the semis, or was it last week? I can't even remember
Yeah,
now.
who knows, man?
But
It feels like ages ago,
yeah,
doesn't it?
yeah. But can you believe that we can still say that we're spoiled as fans? Just
You're
What a
not wrong.
performance that was! Like, it's just insane.
Like, is there any better antidote to be knocked out of the Champions League? And I'm genuinely serious. This is a serious question, Michael. Than being knocked out of the Champions League, which was painful. It was awful. But then scoring 10 goals in 2 games and signing Erling Haaland. Like, could we ask for any more? Could we ask for any more than that as a response? It's like basically, like, oh, I forgot your birthday, but then I bought you a Maserati and a mansion. Like that's what it feels like, doesn't it? The day after. It feels a bit like that to me. It's just stupid, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. Like, if you haven't forgotten about it by now and it's still like weighing on your mind, it's just gotta stop being so negative. Like, we've really been, it's been 2 like great bounce back games. We've signed one of the top 2 young prospects for goal scorers in the entire world. There's not much else to say to that. Just
Was he your dream signing personally? I mean, was there anyone else, like if you had a list? Where was he on that list?
to be fair, I would have taken. I know a lot of people were saying don't get Kane last season because we could get
I think that
Haaland
was
this
mainly
season.
me. But like, I think like,
I was in the same camp. I would have been completely fine with Harry Kane. I think he's incredible.
yeah.
But this season, of course, there's no question that he was absolutely number 1 on the list of transfers I'd love to see. No doubt in my mind.
It's crazy, isn't it? We've basically just won Christmas early, and it's only May, and we did that tonight. And look what KDB did tonight, Michael. Like I said it on my match reaction, it felt like KDB had been possessed by the spirit of Erling Haaland. Like it did feel that way, didn't it? Because it was almost like a preview. He did the celebration and everything, man.
So shocking too. Like, you wouldn't expect KDB to do something like that
Do you know
because
what's
he's always
weird?
so humble.
Because you're right.
But
It's shocking. Oh, I thought you were on about his performance, but like, no, you're right. It's like,
oh, no.
I love my favorite celebration in world football currently is KDB just going like that. It's very much like it's very. What's the guy from Game of Thrones? Remember, like the guy who did that, like
Never
uh,
watched Game of Thrones.
what's he called? People in the chat will know what I'm on about, but it's like the white something like he just did that kind of stunt out there. But it's like, even remember Kompany when he scored against Leicester? He just stood there like that with a statue.
Just stood there like that, yeah.
I love that. I love it's almost like a calm egoness to it. And it's almost essentially him saying, "I'm inevitable, man. Like, you can't stop me." And I love that. Look, De Bruyne, phenomenal. But what does that result mean tonight for Manchester City, broadly speaking?
Well, it means we're firmly in the driving seat to win this league. It means that Liverpool fans and the players should all be pretty scared about these last 2 games. And it shows that KDB is a legend, not just a City legend. All-time great midfielder, 100%.
Is he there for you? Yeah, personally, because I know I've been ramming that down on Twitter constantly, but like I know obviously it's just my take. Where does he stand for you?
I don't know why people deny it, but when you look at, like, if you ask other people, for example, if Modric, just gonna throw that name out there because I feel like at least here in Canada too, he's really talked about. If you ask fans, they'd say that Modric is probably an all-time great midfielder.
Yeah.
You'd consider him a legend once he retires.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
And to me, De Bruyne is either at the same level or even better than Modric, and he's still got how many years to get to that same age. He could still do incredible things, and I think there's just no doubt already that.
I think the only thing that people ever throw against De Bruyne is that he doesn't have the team trophies. Like, that's it. Like in terms of like he doesn't have the World Cup or the Champions League, and I get it, but it feels an awfully unfair thing to throw at him, given that he's been pretty much the one trying to drag us to that for such a long time. Like, look, people don't question George Best from Man United. He got fucking nothing for Northern Ireland and so on, because he played for Northern Ireland. I know Belgium aren't Northern Ireland, but look, there's many players that don't win international trophies or whatever, or don't even win Champions League that people consider great. It happens. Like, it's just how it is sometimes, isn't it? Like, De Bruyne he's just a special footballer. Like, I saw a stat earlier, Michael, that said he's got in terms of goal contributions, I think it's only Kane, Salah and Vardy have got more than him since 2015. They're all forwards and he's a midfielder.
He's nuts.
He's nuts, isn't he? He's nuts. Like, I feel like there's nothing that he couldn't break that wasn't just limited by time, if that makes sense, in terms of actual records and all that kind of stuff. It's just time based, isn't it? Okay. That's all you need.
Mhm.
How are you feeling about the game tonight? Like, what I mean, what did you make of the performance? Are you concerned about the injuries or anything like that?
The injuries are a bit concerning just because of how thin we are on defenders, but I think with the squad we can still pull it through. But the performance, like you can't look at it and be negative at all. Like even with the chances Sterling missed,
Yeah.
you can't say he had a shit game because he still got into those positions to score. It's just with Sterling, he sometimes he'll miss those chances, and we just accept it now. But everybody on the team as a whole, even though KDB had that standout performance, you could still say everybody had an incredible game.
Yeah, I think that's fair, man. Like, Sterling, it's weird with Sterling, isn't it? It's weird because he has these little kind of games where he does that, but then he has the games against Newcastle where he does that against Newcastle, like up and down and so on. Like he's a fucking raffle. He's such a weird mix. You never know what you're going to get when you pick him out of the bag with Sterling, because he can be brilliant or just have those nights. Even though he scored tonight, to be fair to him, where he does kind of sort of nothing at the same time, but. What do you reckon? What do you make of his future? Because obviously he's got 1 year left. Do you think he'll stay around next season? Personally, do you think he should stay around? There's two parts to that question there, I guess. But where do you stand with him? Don't worry, there's no right or wrong answer. Like there's plenty of people for either way.
I would personally love for him to stay.
Okay.
I think I'm in the Sterling fan club, if I'm honest. uh, do I think he'll stay? That's even tougher. I think it really depends on if his contract gets renewed or not. And we haven't heard anything about that. And if we don't hear anything, I would say once the season's actually wrapped up, I think he'll probably be going. Maybe even not this season, but next season, run the contract down. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's going to be a weird summer, isn't it? Because if he doesn't sign a contract, which he doesn't like he's going to, how would you deal with that with Man City? Because you can't let someone like Sterling go on a free, can you? Like he's Raheem Sterling. He doesn't go on a free. He's too valuable an asset, even in a business sense. And I know that sounds quite cold, but football is a business, at the end of the day, and you have to consider these things, don't you? So,
Yeah.
like,
You also can't just sorry. To
go
cut
no,
you
you
off.
carry on, mate. You carry on, go for it.
You also can't just sign him on a contract if you're planning on selling him as well. It just wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah,
So it's a really tough situation,
so this is it.
especially
Isn't it, basically, this is it's make or break, isn't it? Basically, in terms of this summer. But before that, there's a small matter of a a Premier League. Are you confident about the Premier League title now? Because obviously that was a big win tonight. Plus 7 goal difference, 3 points clear, 2 games left. How are you feeling about the last couple of games?
confident. Very, 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 very confident. Ask me after next game, and if Laporte or Ake is injured, then maybe I'll change my mind. But
Michael, we don't talk
very
about that. Mate,
confident.
I've been at, do you know what? Because I want to get it on camera at some point, because I'm going to come back to it. I've been asking everyone recently how many goals do you think everyone's Haaland's going to get in his first season at Manchester City. Give me an exact number, and in all competitions, and we'll come back to it, and hopefully someone will get it right this time next year.
All competitions, I don't want to go anything above 30, just to be modest. I know probably a good chance, and I want to be overexcited and say that, but I'm gonna go 29, just underneath.
29. You're that guy at the raffle where he just chooses the one number to below it, but it's a good number. Michael, thank you so much for chatting, mate. I'm going to just jump off if that's all right, because there's a few people waiting to chat as well, but it's been a pleasure, mate. Thank you so much. It's lovely to chat to you. And I want to come back to Canada one day, so maybe we'll go to Ontario, but thank you so much, man. I'll catch you in
Take
a bit. You too, mate. What a top bloke Michael is. Don't forget, you can click the link in the description, in the pinned comment, to have a chat if you're a member or a patron. I'm going to ring on my pal Scott Denemy, big Denemy energy always. I can't wait to chat to Scott. Scott, how you doing, man? How you all?
Let's go, dude.
Denemy, mate, that was good, wasn't
Wait a
it?
minute.
Just sum it up.
Oh
for
my
me, man.
gosh, that was amazing. I mean, yeah, I had I was in meetings like almost the whole first half, I want to say, but my buddy texted me. I was watching and then I had to pull something up, or like I had it on the side and then I had to pull something up, and as soon as I pulled something up, my buddy who's an Arsenal fan texted me. He's like, "Oh my God, KDB is amazing." And I was like, "Oh no!" I was like, "What just happened?" So I threw it on, and then yeah, just I mean, he's an insane player. It's just we are definitely super lucky, and I think um yeah, the thing you keep saying is we don't some people don't realize, like, and hopefully it lasts forever, but dynasties don't last forever, and
They don't,
you got
mate.
to
They don't.
appreciate the times you're living in. And I'm a fan, just a side note, like I was a big fan of this American football team called they're a college team called Michigan State, and I like lived through some of their best times, and they're doing really good still. But yeah, it's just when you're in times like those, you got to just enjoy the ride, and
Absolutely.
don't get too bent out of shape, man. Like,
I feel like
there's
you're the kind of
people.
person who
You
feels
could
the same
be a
way to that. Yeah.
United fan,
Exactly.
it could be worse. It
They
could be
didn't
much
think their
worse.
30 years of success was coming to an end, did they? And it happens. And like, I'm not just saying this to be negative, but one day it could happen to
No.
Man City as well, man. We could drop off. So right now, just enjoy it. Like, I feel like you're the kind of person as well who enjoys the good times when you've got a chance to him. But like,
Yeah.
it's true in it, man. It's true in it, Scott. Like, you got to really genuinely just enjoy the good times, and these are the good times, aren't they? Even
Yeah.
with like,
Yeah.
look. I know it sounds weird to say it, but one day people will realize it. Losing to Real Madrid in a semi-final in like a several-goal thriller, that is actually the good times. It just is.
It is.
It
Yeah,
is.
no,
I know
for
it sounds
sure.
weird, but it is, because most teams would
Yeah.
kill for that, right?
100%. No, yeah. I mean, we would have killed for it 20,
5 years
20
ago,
years
never
ago.
mind 20 years
I
ago. Like,
yeah,
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 like,
exactly. It's no doubt. It's just, and that's the thing, is just, and it's the style of play we do. I mean, people can hate all they want, but I mean, I played my whole life, and when you watch this team play and they're on it, it's some of the most beautiful football you can see. It reminds me of the Barcelonas back in the day. As a football fan, you just had to appreciate how like amazing the play style was. It's beautiful football.
so were you a fan? I know it sounds really basic, but the performance tonight, De Bruyne gets the headlines. Of course he does. He's Kevin De Bruyne, but
Lorenzo White.
what was that? Sorry, I didn't quite hear.
And I just saw somebody shout out Lorenzo White. He was a running back for Michigan State. He was sick. But
Oh,
what are you saying? Don't worry about it. Yeah, it was
Who's
it's a
Lorenzo
football
White? Is
player
he?
back here.
Is he like? Is he a big deal in American football?
No, he wasn't. I mean, he was a big deal to me. I'll give you
That's what
that. But
matters. I love that line
yeah,
actually.
yeah, 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 for
Many
sure.
things are a big deal to someone that aren't to someone else. My wife's a big deal to me, and there isn't someone else, but I love that. So like obviously, this is. Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. That was it. Kevin De Bruyne was phenomenal tonight, but who else stood out for you tonight personally, Scott?
So I definitely want to say, yeah, Laporte. I think Laporte played well. He played super great. From what I could see, I thought Gundo played really well. I think Gundo is somebody who's really stepped up the past couple of seasons, and just is a really reliable player, along with KDB. Somebody else I think we take for granted a lot is Gundo, but I think
Yeah.
he played super well. He's always transitioning the ball well. I think from a standpoint with the team that we had out there, I think everybody played well for what they had to do.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, I absolutely agree, man. Like everyone did the job really. As like obviously the
yeah,
Fernandinho, Laporte
it's
injuries.
makeshift. It's tough.
It's difficult, isn't it, man? Because obviously, like
Yeah,
injuries going to happen at this stage of the season. Like we've got Fernandinho and Laporte centre back, which is no Walker, Stones, Diaz. I think it's fair to say they're all in the pecking order before so many of our defenders that are currently playing, which is sounds crazy to say that, but it's sort of true. And
yeah.
we could be without a couple of those even again. Like, what do we even do, man? Like, what if Fernandinho and Laporte are out? Is it Ake and Rodri? Like, what do we do against West Ham? Like, I don't even know. I'm gonna ask you, pretend
I
you're
think
Pep.
we bring in. Yeah, I think we bring in a youth player. To be honest,
I think we
I think
have
we
to at
bring
that
in
point, don't
somebody
we?
with because you play Rodri, who's a rock. Because you're saying Fernandinho's out.
I mean, say
Is
hypothetically because he got a knock,
hypothetically, yeah, yeah, for sure, yeah. So yeah, I would play Rodri still in the CDM, maybe even play a 2 CDM
I mean, it
kind
might
of
be
like
just like
lineup,
that.
but
I mean,
and
Roger,
then
even
or
if he plays
just have
defense, like who did what? We've got no one left, have we? At that point,
yeah, because I mean you could have Lavia play in CDM while he plays in defense,
with
um,
Egan Riley or
with
something like
like
that. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, but yeah, no, totally. I mean, that's the that is the problem with playing in 4 competitions or 3 competitions late in the season.
DC said
Like
a good
and
point, by the way. It'd be Gundo as the 6. I actually probably agree with that. It'd be Gundo at the 6, wouldn't it? And then it'd probably be Rodri in defence. What,
yeah,
alongside Egan Riley, maybe? Because I think Mbete is probably a better centre back, but Guardiola seems to trust Egan Riley because he's really reliable. If that makes sense, in terms of like he's a bit more.
yeah.
So I think it'd be Egan Riley and Rodri. Fucking hell, mate. That is just that makes me a little bit anxious. I'm going to be honest.
I think
But
we'll manage. I think we'll be all right. I think the boys will. I think like we just scored. Like I think that Champions League loss lit a fire under them, and
yeah, I agree.
I think next year. I can't wait for next year to be honest. I just like I am. Oh man, it's gonna be insane. I am so excited.
That isn't difficult not to talk about next year right now. Like I think, isn't it? It's
It
really
is, but
hard.
it's yeah. I mean, you just look. I mean, like I was totally a person, and I hate to say this because everybody gets on my case, but I did not want Harry Kane. And it's nothing. I think he's a great player. I
Same.
personally do not enjoy some of the things that I've seen him do on the field.
Oh, the pushing in
Um,
the back thing where he used to just lean into people.
or
I hate
yeah,
that with
like
a
he
passion,
and it's
like
undercutting, and
aggressively.
it's like go up for a ball equally, but it's like it's very like snaky in my opinion. Just that's my personal opinion. And I mean I'm all about going in hard at tackles and stuff, but like when you're trying to like just use somebody's weight to like completely flip them and stuff, it's just not. You can really end up hurting
Isn't that like
somebody,
a big thing
especially
in
because they're
American
not like
in American sports in general about where it's like they isn't there some sport? Is it basketball where it's called like
yeah,
chopping or something like that? Yeah.
basketball. You can't do that. Yeah, you'll like you get in fights if that happens basically, especially because it's so hard of a like floor. But like yeah, it's just I don't like that stuff. It's just a good way to hurt him. But anyways, regardless, I wasn't a big Kane person. My big signing, the whole time I was like, Haaland or bust. I don't care. Let's play one more season with a false 9. Obviously, still worked so far. So, and we only have 2 games left. Um, at least I can say that because we're still in first.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be insane. I think that was the signing I wanted personally. I've been Holland or bust the whole time. I mean, I think that was the move they need to make. Like you said, that was. I would have loved Messi, obviously, when we
Yeah, of
wanted
course.
to sign him 2 years ago. Everybody was super excited, but I think this was the right play. This was the best business decision. This was like you said. This is a huge signing for Manchester City. This is the signing where the next level superstar is looking at the next big club that they think is the best
We
project,
beat
and
Madrid to
that's
it. It's as simple as that. We literally did, and I like we just did. We beat Real Madrid to the Haaland signing, and there are many reasons why, and so on. But that's a simple matter of fact is that Madrid wanted Haaland, and we got him, Scott.
it's
Like,
insane.
there was obviously Messi 2 years ago. There's only 2 signings I've ever been this excited for. Messi 2 years ago would have been
Yeah,
just insane, but then after that,
that was
it's
Messi.
Haaland. Haaland,
Yeah,
and
for sure.
it's Erling Haaland, and like I sometimes
It's
think,
so
Scott, am I
exciting.
getting that giddy? But I really think he is going to like redefine the Premier League. I can't. Where's this come from in my head? But am I justified with
No,
this?
so Holland in 20. So we'll take out everybody wants to talk about leagues. We'll talk about Champions League, right? Because that's what everybody calls top of top.
Exactly.
He's played 19 games, right? In
But
19
someone else
games,
is
he's
Salzburg
scored.
as well, by the way. Salzburg.
Yeah, yeah, yep. He scored 23 goals in 19 games. Okay. Lewandowski in 19 games played more time and scored 11 goals. And then I think Ronaldo was like 0 or like 1 goal in 19 games or something.
Scott, mate.
Took him like a really long time. You can't you can kind of quote me on that. I'm not sure, but obviously he scored since. But I think he didn't score a lot when he was at United in the Champions League, I don't think. And then Messi I think didn't have he had a couple more than uh Ronaldo, but Lewandowski was the most, I'm pretty sure, in 19 games, and it was only 11. So like that's insane. I mean, and like they're not like it's not just tap ins, and if they are tap ins, it's not like he's like completely open. He fights for it, and I think that's what's going to be the biggest thing when you're watching our team. Sometimes people are so close, but if they were just like 5 inches longer, they'd be shooting the goal. And he's
And
4,
he's
6'5".
about
How tall
8
is he?
inches longer, I reckon, compared to
Yeah, it's
Foden. Like
just
we saw that Foden one earlier, where
oh,
he was just that close. But I know it sounds mad, but someone who's literally like 8 inches taller, that's like that much further in distance. Like it's about that really. But given his
yeah,
acceleration and his
a
understanding of
goal.
where to be and so on,
Yeah,
you get an extra 2 foot basically. In general. And it sounds stupid to say that, but just pure fucking mathematics. He scores more goals by biology. Biology, like by being faster and quicker and taller
yeah,
and stronger,
100%.
which is mad.
No, I
Scott,
think he's gonna destroy the league for sure. I think
I can't get over it,
people
mate.
don't know what's gonna happen. Like him and KDB and then Foden, it's just oh my gosh. I don't know. You said to guess his first year's goal. I'm gonna go with 30. I'll say 38, but I think he's gonna do more. To be
Jesus Christ, I
honest,
can't
if
even
he can
imagine.
stay healthy, and like, I don't see why. I mean,
Imagine
how many
38
games
goals
have we
though.
played this? How many games have we played this season?
We might. Oh, I don't even know. Let's have a look.
Even are we talking about all competitions too,
Well,
right?
we played.
'Cause
So there's at least. How many games in the group stages? There is 8 in the group stage, right? Or was it? And like in the Champions League, my maths just failed me. No, 6 in the group stage of
4?
Champions League.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'm just
No. Yeah,
really
it's
just
6.
blanked.
It's 6.
And
Three
then
teams. Three
there's
teams
at
twice. Yeah.
least 10 in the Champions
6.
League there. At least 10.
Yeah.
There's probably
And
more
then
than
we
that.
played
11, 12.
36 or 39 in the
We probably played
league.
about 50 games this season, something like that. Roughly, give or take.
So yeah, he scores a goal a game. Like I don't think people understand this. He scores a goal a game. Like I'm not gonna be. I mean, we have people who will put it on an absolute plate for him. If he stays healthy, dude, I think people are just gonna lose their minds. This is gonna be insane.
Oh mate, I
I don't
can't
know.
wait. I can't wait, Scott. I'm still gutted that as when I was in America, you were in Manchester. What the fuck, man? I'm devastated about that. I'm genuinely devastated. I'm just thinking like
It
that's
happens.
stupid. Scott was in Manchester and I was in Austin. What the fucking that was this shit. Anyway, mate. Louis and Saeed have been waiting for ages, so I'm gonna crack on if that's all right. But I had a little chat to you all night, man. But they have been waiting for ages. Thank you so much, man.
Of course.
Catch you
Yeah.
in a bit.
Have a good one, man.
Good
See
night,
ya.
man. Good night. Scott's a legend, absolute legend. Don't forget, this is the Fan View Live where you guys can have a chat to me if you want to. It's open to members and Patreon. So if you're a patron, you know where to find the link. Click the pinned comment. And if you're a YouTube member, you know how to find the link. Click the pinned comment. Thomas Anderson, you legend. Mr. Anderson. Sorry, I got the Matrix voice in there. There's, hey, you must be so bored of that. Hey, Stephen, great result tonight. Have you heard the news that apparently Jong is going United? Not really bothered, to be honest, because we have the big man. I saw that actually. To be honest, I kind of wanted Frankie De Jong, so that's just like to me. I'm not bothered because we've got. I didn't want Frankie De Jong until about 4 days ago when I heard the link, so I wasn't asked until like now. But that's a good signing for United. The game, I can't deny it. Like if they get him and a couple of other players, that'd be a wonderful signing. But we got Haaland, and we're still miles better, even if they get Frankie De Jong. So Thomas, I have man, great result. But Haaland is look, there's Frankie De Jong for them. And it's Haaland for us, and it's not even close to the same thing, my friend. It's not even close. Trust me, it's not even close. So that would be a good signing for them. But that's where we're at. This is obviously the Fan View Live once again. Please do click that like button, please. It's Google Mail. I'm just Haaland. Got that song in my head always, all the time. Pin comment, like, subscribe, all that usual stuff. It would be massively appreciated. I'm going to go to Louis now on the Fan View. I'm going to add him to the stream. And Louis, I'll be with you in 3, 2, 1. There we go. Louis, how you doing, mate? You good?
Hey, man. Yeah, good. It's I'm buzzing. I'm a bit emotional because of like things like from how De Bruyne was tonight, and it reminded me of someone someone close to me. Thanks, Mojo, for reminding me. Yeah, a dog who was buzzing as well, and it was the same energy. I'm sorry for everyone if it makes you emotional as well, but yeah, it was like we had a dog who was as energetic as De Bruyne was tonight, and it reminded me of that, and it was just like, yeah, I can feel the tears. I can feel the tears. It's just like,
Have you lost your dog recently or something? Or?
It was it was on a weekday just before when we drew against Southampton.
Oh, okay.
In January. Yeah.
Oh, mate, and
So
to lose a dog is a
it's
fucking absolute kicker, man. That stays with you for a long time, doesn't it?
I'm yeah. I this like the dogs that we have and the pets that we have. It's still like we had a rabbit just before then as well, and it's just like all the pets we have, it sticks with us,
Of
like
course it does,
for
mate. Of
the
course it
whole
does.
family. Yeah, it's because they're part of you. They're a part of you in that way, and it's just like I just I was thinking, when will I see a time when I remember like how like her name was Bieber, and I was thinking, when will I see a time when like someone zipping around for Man City as it was, and De Bruyne was that tonight, just like literally energetic,
He's
just literally
brilliant, mate.
constantly,
Tell me
like
how good he is,
constantly
Louis.
just.
Tell me how good he is, man.
I was just literally thinking. I was talking to my brother, who's like him and his missus and his kid, like round for the last few days, and it was just like I was literally thinking, who should I have? Like I got the away kit, and I was like, I haven't got a name, and I normally have in recent seasons from 18-19. I'm like, who should I have on the back of the name? And I was literally thinking, whoever makes it decisive tonight, and it's just like, how obvious is it? Is that easy? Is that fucking easy? He literally like, and that third celebration said it all. He's just like, mate, I'm having my inner Haaland tonight, and it's just like it's just like a reminder, like if you think we have if you think we have it easy, we're about to terrorize the whole Premier League, and next season for however long, like I'll be amazed if we not score a goal a game next season. Like there was that incredible record. I like when we went to Spurs in 20, like at their stadium, and they beat us 2-0 with Bergwijn and Son.
Yes, I
Like with that
remember.
whole
Sadly.
like the yeah, it's like I'm still expecting us to beat. I'm still expecting us to beat us next season. I'm not gonna lie, but it's
No,
just
no,
like that
no.
whole.
We end that hoodoo finally, mate. We end it. Hopefully.
But like that whole record of like goals scored, like per game. And I'm just like, honestly, if we do not score a goal per game with him in the team, it's just like something's gone wrong.
Oh,
The universe is against us. I'm convinced. Like I'm just like thinking, it's just like Scarlet Witch's come into our universe somehow, and it's just like,
no
no,
spoilers,
I'm
no
making a
spoilers,
mad.
no spoilers, by the way. I haven't seen it yet.
No, I'm not. It's just like the Scarlet Witch is a mad one. She's just like still just makes a madness. It's just like, oh, for fuck's sake, where's she come from now?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
but yeah, yeah, it's just like it'll just be a mad one. Just like somehow we don't score a goal from next season onwards.
How you feeling about the title race now, man? How you feeling about the title race? Because obviously,
Eh,
things feel good, don't they? They feel good right now. Like I feel like this is a big
eh,
step tonight.
it's the defensive. I'm still of the opinion that like I put out the tweet, and it's just like I've only had 2 comments, but it's just like we cannot have Fernandinho in the back line now. It was just like it just felt like the first like their goal was. It was just like we might as well not have a man on the pitch because he couldn't do anything what he did. So I'm glad. Like I love Fernandinho, but I'm glad he's not in the team now. But
Yeah, I mean, like I'm sort of hoping we don't have to just play loads of academy players though, because
Egan Riley,
Egan is a good lad, but honestly, trust me, like you want experience there at this point at this stage of the season. Like maybe I'm wrong, but like I just think like Fenner, like Wolves are on a very good team. I know he made a couple of mistakes, but he was largely okay tonight, I would say.
yeah,
So I'm hoping he's going to be all right because I don't want to play an academy lad in a title race. He's never played a game away at West Ham. Oof, that is difficult. That's the kind of face where you'd make a mistake if you're 19, 20 years old and you've only played one senior game. So fingers crossed we don't have to do that. But the only thing is, like, obviously, like we can trust people like Rodri, can't we? We can trust him because these guys have shown.
Yeah.
I think we can try. I think we can lean on people like Rodri to show at least the experience, and the leadership and so on.
yeah. Yeah, I definitely get that. I don't know. Like, why would Pep? Like, I was literally thinking when Egan Riley came on, for the last 15 minutes against Newcastle, I was thinking, oh, he's gonna put Zinchenko left centre back, um, Cancelo at left back, and Fernandinho at right back. That's my initial instinct, and it's just like it just. I know you got more information. Like I know you know more about the academy than me, and it's just like Ian Riley was a centre back at certain points in the academy.
Yeah, no, he was. You're right. He was. He's kind of like Egan Riley's like a centre back by default, I would say, but he's played a lot of right back for the EDS as well because we played a lot of right back because we had Mbete and Finley Burns who were doing really well as well. Finley Burns went on loan to Swansea and Mbete, of course, on the bench
Yeah.
tonight. But what Pep really likes about Egan Riley is he's very 7 out of 10 always. And what I mean by that in terms of he doesn't really make mistakes. He's just relatively steady Eddie. Like he's decent height, decent strength, decent pace, decent passer. Like he's not excellent in anything, but he's pretty good at everything. So like I think Pep trusts him, but at the same time, like as much as he trusts him, it's a hell of an ask, for a young player. So I do think we probably need the experience there because even though Fernandinho might make a mistake at centre back, or I think you need that someone who's done it there before because I think a lot of football at this stage of season is about what's in between the head, isn't it? And like you can't have that, straight away.
Hands down.
Yeah, hands down, man.
Yeah.
What
West
did you
Ham will be.
What do you think of Grealish's
Go on.
cameo, by the way? Is it just me that thought Grealish was pretty good when he came on? I thought he was really good when he came on.
Fantastic. I think it was just like being that pantomime villain again. Like literally comes on the pitch and it's just like the Wolves fans was like, oh my god, not again. It was just like that again, and it's just like
Obviously, a Midlands club as well, and an ex-Midlands club because he's a Villa fan.
exactly, yeah. And it's just like it's just the second city. I don't know why it's called that, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's just like it was like I literally felt like. Do you remember the moment Foden Sterling put that pass through to him? Like Sterling put that pass with the Foden, and he literally goes to Sterling. It's just like I was just literally in that moment. I was like, if that's Grealish, that's on a sixpence for him, for Foden to either touch it and have the defender go, oh fuck, and the keeper go, oh fuck, and like Foden slots it easily, like either him to score or Mahrez. It was just like literally, in that moment, I was just like, I know he is thinking of Grealish. And that's like this is why I got the feeling that Sterling wanted to do that pass because like it's been happening for a few weeks now for me. I know Umir, TJ, like there's loads of fans for Sterling, and I respect them. Like hands
to be fair,
down.
he was good against Newcastle. I've got to give him the credit there.
Like Sterling getting those 2 goals might be crucial for us at the end of the season.
He's there and there only like that, Sterling, to me. He's like there or there. He's just such a hot and cold player, but
I think if it's in those situations, like as much as they love Sterling, I think if Grealish was in those situations that Sterling is in, Grealish would be like pass, goal, or pass to him, goal. I just think Grealish has that calm. Like I know it hasn't proved it, but these last few weeks, you're only as good as your last game, and what he was against Newcastle, he was excellent. Against tonight when he came on, he was excellent. He I think Cancelo passed it to Sterling, but it got a deflection, so it won't count as an assist for. Yeah, it got a deflection. I don't know if it was.
I think because he came from the shot, didn't it? So yeah.
So no, I don't think it was a shot. I think it was a pass to Sterling. So yeah, so Sterling will get the goal. It's just you won't get the assist, unfortunately, for Cancelo.
But we know.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward. I'm genuinely looking forward to next season now because it was the whole summer. It was Grealish and Kane. You get what I mean?
Yeah, of course. Louis.
So, I think Haaland next season, I can't wait for the third and left wings, De Bruyne and Grealish in midfield. I think that's how it's going to work because Grealish will
How
just
many does he
literally,
score, man? How many does he score, Haaland, next season?
What's the maximum Liverpool have got this season?
No, how many does Haaland score?
No, it's just like, what was the maximum this season for Liverpool? Because they've gone to every
No idea.
single game. It's 38. I'm thinking, is it round of 16, quarterfinals, 13 for the Champions League. I think it's, how many is it in
I
the
have no idea, man.
6? I think whatever the amount is for all the games per season, because I think we're gonna be quadruple at least, and if we lose any of the cups, then yeah. But Haaland's scoring in every goal, so it'll be like 68. I think it's 68. Per
Jesus,
season,
man, Jesus, Louis, I fucking love the confidence, pal. I don't think it'll happen. I don't think it will be in every game per season, but I think it will be at least like what you've said, like 50 odd. Mine's about 40, I reckon. But that's what I reckon. Louis,
Seriously?
give me Louis, before we gotta go, because I'll get Saeed on. Give me a number quickly.
Number of
Goals. Haaland's gonna score next season.
50.
50. Fucking hell, Louis. I love it, man. I love the confidence. I'm gonna go because I need to go to bed, but I'm gonna get Saeed before I go to bed. Catch you very soon, man. Thank you so much for coming on, Louis. You're an absolute legend, man. In a bit, pal. Big love to Louis, absolute legend. We'll get to Super Chat very, very quickly. Where we gone? Where are we? There we are. Fucking hell. Luciano, you absolute legend. 2 more, and it is ours. Exactly. 2 more wins. Maybe 1 win in a draw. Literally 1 win in a draw does it for Manchester City. A Premier League and Haaland. It's going to be a blue moon summer. Then it's time to run the world next year. I love it, Luciano. Come on, City. Come on, you beautiful blue bastards. 2 more, and it's ours. A Premier League and Haaland. Does it get better than that? I'm sorry, but to me, that feels like a Premier League and a trophy. It genuinely does feel like a Premier League and a trophy, and I'm not projecting it. It feels like huge. It's going to be a blue moon summer, then it's going to run. Luciano, you're a legend, man. And I don't think Luciano's wrong, man. I don't think he is. Is he wrong? Someone tell me if he's wrong, but it feels like that for me. It feels genuinely like that. That is a trophy and the Premier League. I'm going to get to Saeed. Saeed, if you're there, man, I'm going to jump on you. Unmute your mic, mate, and we'll be with you in a couple of seconds. I'm going to add you to the stream in 3, 2. There we go.
Hello.
Thank you for your patience, man. You've been waiting for an awful long time. It's just the order. It's democracy, man. Whoever gets there first gets to chat.
Yeah.
How you doing, man? You good?
I'm doing good. After that performance, I went right to my laptop, booked my Houston tickets.
Go on, man. Go on.
I booked the preseason game, and I just always had as soon as the Haaland transfer got booked yesterday, I just couldn't bear. But I had the opportunity to witness the debut of Haaland.
Whereabouts are you? Whereabouts are you currently?
Oh, I'm in Maryland. It's like an hour from DC.
Oh, yeah, that's not too bad. That's worth the trip, man. Absolutely, I'd be doing the same if I were you.
Yeah.
So which friend are you going to catch? Which one?
I'm gonna go by plane.
But which game is it? Which one? Because it's 2, isn't
Oh,
it?
the Club America.
Club America. Sorry, man. You're going to get to witness Haaland in a Man City shirt for the first time.
Yeah,
I'm so jealous, pal. I'm so jealous. But you bet you can't wait, can you?
I honestly can't wait.
You fucking deserve it, though, man. Obviously, that'll cost you a bit of money, to be fair, and a bit of travelling. But you've got to make the most of it. You've got to find some blues out there as well. Are you staying for the night or are you coming home afterwards?
I'm going the day before, and I'm going to stay there for like 6 or 7 days. I have some family in Texas, so.
Oh, nice! So you're making the Houston. Obviously, I've been to Austin, but I've not been to Houston.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay in Houston for probably 2-3 days and go off to Dallas. It's only like a 3-4 hour drive. So.
Oh, you gotta make the most of it, man. So essentially, are you going on a Haaland holiday?
Yeah, basically. Like my parents wanted to go to Texas for quite a while, and then yesterday kind of just confirmed it. Are
your parents going with you as well?
Yeah, I mean, I'm the only one going to the match, but like, yeah, they don't really football. So
So did you say to your parents like Mr. and Mr. and Mrs. Saeed Abbas, I think it is. I guess. Did you say to them like we're going on holiday? We're going to Texas to see
I
Erling Haaland?
I asked because like the thing is we've had to like we've booked places before, but due to COVID, it got canceled. So like
Been there,
we
mate.
now
Been there.
this summer is now like everything's open. So yeah, this opportunity came and I just couldn't miss it.
Oh, you're absolutely spot on, man. You're going to see a world superstar for the first time in that. The home kit looks nice as well, in a glorious kit, playing.
Hopefully it comes out so I can buy it.
Oh no, he will do. Absolutely, I guarantee you. I tweeted it the other day. I'm not sure you follow me on Twitter, but I tweeted it's gonna be that one where he's sat on the sofa like that. It's gonna be him
Do you
sat.
have an idea? Do you have an idea of when it's going to be available, like in stores?
I have zero idea, man. Genuinely zero idea. I've got no inside sight on that track, but it'll be absolutely. They won't announce. Look, they won't. I don't think they'll announce the kit until the season's done. I reckon, and they'll announce it for Haaland. Look, you got to bear in mind, Erling Haaland's a Puma athlete as well. You know, he's literally sponsored by them. So, Man City are their flagship club. Haaland's their flagship player. They're gonna announce it together at the same time, aren't they? It'll be. I reckon they'll announce like the new kit and Haaland at the same time, and it'll just be him sat there on the sofa like that famous picture of him as a kid. It has to be that, doesn't it? It has to be like that. Like that's gonna break the internet, man. And you're gonna see it in person, mate. You must be buzzing.
Can't wait.
What do you reckon tonight, man? What do you reckon tonight, and where does that set your personal like level of confidence at for the title running?
So Wolves was always like like a game where I was nervous about. Previously, I mean, I know Adama was like one player that always like destroyed us sometimes, but thank God he wasn't there. But
Just a
like
little bit. I hate
Wolves,
Adama.
I mean, we kind of destroyed them to be honest. And then Kevin De Bruyne is this. I personally think he should win Ballon d'Or. I know Karim Benzema, he's had a wonderful season, and yeah, he's scored. But even in the Champions League, you could see by far, like in the first leg, he was the best player on the pitch, and like he was second leg. I just feel like Pep's tactics were a little off on him, and he couldn't really go off of it. But other than that, like I feel like in Salah, I mean, he had an amazing start to the season, but ever since AFCON, he hasn't really done it. So Kevin De Bruyne, and then yeah, like our defense, Zinchenko, like
I thought they were
very,
good considering everything. You know, considering everything. Like, am I being just too kind there, Saeed? But like, it feels you've got to consider circumstance, haven't you? Sometimes, you know.
yeah, but Zinchenko can sell. Like you have to think about it. Zinchenko is not a natural left back.
No.
He's literally a midfielder that Pep made into a left back. So you have to kind of like see, and he's doing the job for us. And Laporte, unfortunate for him to get the injury, and then Fernandinho, he's 37 years old and he's doing it at center back. Yeah, the first goal, it was controversial, but you have to look at like he's 37 and he's still like if you look at other players in the Premier League at his age, they're not other than Thiago Silva, they're not really performing at the top
I
level.
don't think even Thiago's that old, is he? I think Thiago's still a lot longer than that. I think we think he is. No, he's 31, Thiago, so he's not even close. Oh, Thiago Silva, sorry.
Silva.
Oh, yeah, I got the Alcantara. I got mixed up with Thiago's there. Yeah. But yeah, Thiago Silva's up there as well, obviously with the age as well. No, but you're right. We've got to give Fernandinho the credit that he deserves, man. Like, I can relate. I'm pretty much his age as well. But, like, it's hard to do what he does, you know, and be essentially a fringe player this season. He's been a fringe player, and he's come on, and, like, all he needs to do is, like, give a 6, 7 out of 10. I know that sounds a lot, but it's sort of true, isn't it, man? It's sort of true because we can't expect him to be a 9 out of 10, given that he's not his position, and given, as you said, he's really old. You know, he's an old man in football terms. Yeah. But I think, given all things considered, he did well. You know, of course he's going to make a mistake. He's going to make a mistake, but he just needs to be reliable for 90% of the time. Then let hopefully the forwards pick up the slack. Is that it's that simple for me? Is that fair?
Yeah, it's not. I mean, other teams. What was it? They had 30% possession. I know that's kind of normal now, but like Wolves barely had any opportunities except for the first goal and then like some minor chances. But other than that, like you just have to like be on it at the right period. And regarding the title race, just want to touch on that. So
go for it.
The title race. So like I watched Liverpool and Aston Villa yesterday. Aston Villa actually could have beat Liverpool. They had the chances to beat them. And Liverpool, like I saw Jack Grealish. He liked the tweets of like where
Yeah,
the
he
ref,
did, didn't he, about John Moss?
the ref was
Spicy.
like the ref was like mocking it. And Villa at home is not a concern to me at all. Our fans are gonna be up for it. Apparently Haaland might be there, and like it's gonna be we're all gonna be up for it. Kevin De Bruyne's probably gonna get 2-3 goals again, and the only game I'm kind of a little hesitant is West Ham, but at the worst, I see us drawing. I don't see us losing, and even if we do lose, we're not gonna lose. Liverpool have to overcome that goal difference.
Yeah,
That goal
+7
difference,
currently, isn't it?
yeah, that goal difference is now a massive factor. So I think, today was the main thing, and we overcame. I think we won the league, in my opinion, but hopefully.
It's a big shout, man. I look, I'll be very surprised if we don't win 1 out of 2, and like I'd be very surprised if the 1 out of 2 that we don't win, if we win, 1 out of 2 that we win, if it's not by more than 2 goals. You know,
If we win West Ham on Sunday,
we won the league.
it's basically done.
Yeah, if we beat West Ham, like to be honest, if we draw against West Ham, I feel confident. Then like, it's not done then, but we're beating West Ham. That's all of a sudden we've got straight away by
Liverpool
default. It's
also-
+8 then, isn't it? Goal difference if we beat West Ham.
Liverpool
Minimum.
also have Southampton away on Wednesday next week, and they play Chelsea on the FA Cup final at Wembley on Sunday. So they're only gonna have 2 days rest. So you have to.
Come on, Hasenhuttl, man. Come on, Hasenhuttl.
Yeah.
We need a Redmond special. I don't know who's even in the team at the moment, but we need like the guys that Pep got behind. Like, Southampton aren't easy to go away to, are they? They're not, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
we're
I'm going to look at their form right now, but it's probably terrible. I don't even know. But
They have that Broja guy from
he's
Chelsea.
good, isn't he? Okay. So their form right now is they lost Brentford 3-0. Okay, the form's terrible. Like, literally, they've lost 3 out of the last 4 against Brentford, Palace, and
all they need to do is just get a draw, and then we won the league if we win West Ham. So. Yeah.
Oh God, yeah, exactly. Watch him Liverpool beat him 9-0 just to put fucking hell. But I still fancy our chances, man. Right now, I think my view is that Liverpool looking at City going, oh God, you know, because of the way that we've got, you know, the way that we've signed Haaland and scored 10 goals in 2 games. I reckon. Yeah. Saeed, mate, it's got to the point where I am bursting for the toilet and I'm very tired because it's midnight here in the UK. But I need to ask you the question I've asked everyone: Haaland goals number
37.
37. I love the specificness of that, man.
Yeah,
no hesitation, pal. No
hesitation. When you asked the first guess, I just I came up 37. I think he's gonna get. I feel like he's gonna get 20 in the Prem because you have to think about it. Haaland is like his potential, but the Premier League is the hardest league in the world, and and also like I know people are getting excited about Haaland, but you have to consider Julian Alvarez is also coming to City,
and great,
you know Pep loves some rotation, so I feel like Julian Alvarez might get like. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts like 50% of our Prem games, to be honest, because like I don't think Haaland's. I don't like people think Haaland might be used every single game, but I even if he does, he'll get taken out 60 minutes. I feel like he'll be managed like we did with Aguero.
Oh, I said that. I reckon he'll do times where he's on 2 goals and he'll want a hat trick, but he'll be taken off quite often. I think that's going to happen. He's going to be pissed off about it.
Yeah, he's going to fight with Pep in the sidelines. Yeah.
Saeed, mate, I genuinely need the toilet real lot. So I'm going to say goodnight there. Like, all these rums I've had tonight have absolutely gone to me. I've broken the seal. But thank you so much for coming on, man. It's been an absolute pleasure to chat to you. I'm going to leave it there if that's all right. Good night, mate. Thank you so much in a bit. And thank you also, of course, to everyone who's joined the Fan View Live tonight. Saeed, Michael, Louis, and of Scott, and of course others. Thank you so much for watching this video. Manchester City are fucking brilliant. Go watch a match reaction. I'm going to run to the toilet. City are great. Kevin De Bruyne is great. Life's very good to be a blue right now. Suddenly, Real Madrid feels an awful long time away, doesn't it? City are great. Milk it. Enjoy it because this is as good as it gets. I honestly believe that. Good night. You're all wonderful. In a bit.